Get ready for some merciful justice when the planet Jupiter transits through the sign of Libra the Scales, which is akin to the natural 7th house of law and commitment. That's going to occur from September 9th of 2016 through October 9th of 2017. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. This is your Zodiac Psychic Forecast for this event. What happens to your life when Jupiter ingresses into the sign of Libra, the Scales? Jupiter direct in the natural 7th house, again, which is Libra, affects your money, your marriage, and your travel plans. What kind of effect is Jupiter going to have when it goes retrograde in Libra? What effect is that going to have on your family, your friends, and your love life? That's the kind of things we're going to look at here. During this video, we're going to talk about some of the zodiacal configurations and astrological aspects, and we're going to do that for you right now. Jupiter travels direct in Libra from early of September 2016 through early February of 2017. That's when it's going to be direct in Libra, turning retrograde on the 6th of the month, but still in the natural 7th house that governs things like rules and regulations. And so your thinking in these areas during this time are going to be rather nostalgic and sentimental at best, or medieval at worst. During Jupiter's retrograde journey through Libra, you might even see lawmakers dab a moist brow while they fight for the common folk, or get a glimpse of famous celebrities squirting a few sad tears for people who are striving ever so gallantly towards the attainment of their long-held dreams. Jupiter goes direct again in June of 2017 on the 9th of the month, at which time people return to a more forward way of thinking when it comes of how they're going to deal with the laws and regulations and the long-term commitments and how all these things are handled. Again, that's June of 2017 when Jupiter goes direct, but that's still in the sign of Libra. Now, this state of affairs continues until the 9th of October of 2017. Jupiter in the natural 7th house brings balance to the slowly turning wheels of justice, ruled by the Justice card in Tarot. And this is what the Justice card looks like. You can see that the Justice card is a judge sitting in judgment but balancing the scales. And this is where fairness comes into play, and it's between mercy and severity. Now, Libra is it's the card associated with the sign Libra, and Libra is quite comfortable in this situation with Jupiter transiting through the realm of its zodiac angel Zuriel, who rules over the sign of Libra, holding the scales aloft to balance the twin pillars of severity and mercy. One being the feminine side being severity, and the masculine side being merciful or mercy. And this is when the balancing of the scales that the Justice the Justice card is holding high, and is that the Justice card is the judge between severity and mercy. This is when the inner judge tries to bring the two sides together into the center column, the middle pillar, the middle path, the middle way, so that there can be a quicker path, an easier path, a kind of a shortcut up to Keter, because it's not zigzagging between severity and mercy. It's not bouncing off the walls of severity and mercy. It's in a more moderate or temperate state in the center. And there's a lot of Jupiter associations with all of this, and we don't want to really get into some of the other associations, that we have here, but you understand there's a lot of temperance and a lot of moderation in the middle pillar, and that's a Jupiter influence. And those of you who are familiar with Kabbalah and the tarot know what I'm talking about. But it's a little bit too much information for this particular broadcast. So this situation where we have Jupiter in Libra and the planetary angel who is Sachiel is going to tend to, because of Jupiter, lean Hasidic, since Jupiter is the god of the Romans, of this particular sephira of Chesed, and it's Zeus to the Greeks, and to the Hebrews it is the god El. And again, that's the gods who are associated, who reside in the sephira of Chesed, which means mercy. So that's what they're going to lean Hasidic instead of Geburic. They're going to lean towards mercy instead of severity. Therefore, the pendulum of justice swings, in this case, during Jupiter in Libra, to the masculine side of the tree, which holds the properties of freedom, mercy, and expansion. Expansion and the emanation of light. Now, Jupiter, inhabiting the house of the Zodiac Angel Zuriel, is an auspicious time for the birth of sons, as well as being lucky for individuals that hold degrees, because they will find the honor they feel they are owed by society in general. In other words, whatever you have put your time and effort into will pay off, and you will be rewarded for all your hard working during this transit. So all the hard work you've done, all the hard work you're doing during this transit will be gladly rewarded by society in general, by the larger institutions, and people will be happy for all your contributions. Now, there will also be more opportunities to travel for anyone who enjoys sightseeing adventures, and also guests are sure to be welcomed during this time in parts of the world where they might have not been invited to before now. Also, you should start to notice a new reverence for the gods of various cultures, since during this occasion it's thought to be fair, even prudent, to allow people to honor the traditions of their ancestors. There might even be a coaxing to follow the genetic lineage of your race when it comes to worship, because this is seen to create healthier individuals, families, tribes, and cultures, which ultimately helps the world function in a more pleasing state. Artistic endeavors are rewarded by planetary astrology angel Sachiel with financial endowments, as people take up things like dance classes and become involved in theater, especially. This is going to be a very important street theater. Even people who paint murals that are very nicely done on buildings that are, in order to make up for people that are in cramped situations. There's going to be a beautifying, and there's going to be a lot of, trees planted and flowers and that kind of thing. Expect men and women alike to enjoy adorning themselves, coming to parties dripping with bling, while accessorizing with ever more outrageously elegant ornamentation. Suffice it to say that Jupiter in Libra is an aesthetically pleasing transit, sure to be a great benefit to all. With all this in mind, it's good to spritz a little Jupiter perfume or oils around, like nutmeg, cedar, walnut, honeysuckle, lemon, or grapefruit, as well as European sage, because this expansive planet that emanates light, it's known for bestowing wealth, also health and abundance. Also, again, merciful judgments. Royal blue is the feminine, or Kabbalistically speaking, the sort of receptive quality, and purple is the masculine color used, again, when we're talking about Kabbalah, if you're using some form of Rosicrucian magic. Now, Thursday is the day of Jupiter, and some religions and traditions hold that this is, they say that they hold the notion that the watchful eyes of the deity take a vacation on Thursday, making it a good day to engage in magical activity, especially since Jupiter reflects many positive qualities of the one divine source of being. Pre-scientists and kings who reside in mystical chesed, such as is the case and was the case in Atlantis, and in the New Atlantis still is, are known to wear rings of sapphire or amethyst on their Jupiter fingers, the pointing finger symbolizing royalty. Perfumes and oils for the adept or magus to enter into Libra's magical current are vanilla, saffron, also thyme, sweetgrass, and sandalwood, and they should be used on a Friday, since Libra is ruled by Venus, and that's her daytime abode. Venus's daytime abode is Libra, the zodiac sign of Libra. Now, the scent of rose, oil, or perfume, as well as vanilla, hold magical currents friendly to both the Libra zodiac angel Zuriel and the planetary astrology archangel of Jupiter, Sachiel. The Justice card and the color green are associated with the sign of Libra, the scales, and the day is Friday and the planet is Venus according to Kabbalistic texts. During this transit, it should be very easy to get planetary archangel of Jupiter, who is Sachiel, to get along with, and that's what we're trying to do, to get along with the zodiac angel of Libra, who is Zuriel. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you soon.
You can have anything you like, your fancy. You can have it any way you want, your fancy.